In the world of global pop culture, moments like this don't happen every day. Imagine this: a sitting president publicly responding to a request about adding more concert dates for a music group. Not about trade. Not about defense. But about a K-pop group whose influence has grown far beyond the stage. That's exactly what happened when South Korean President Lee Jae-myung addressed the growing demand for additional concerts by BTS in Mexico, and the story behind it. It's a powerful example of how music can shape diplomacy in 2026. It all began when Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum made a heartfelt request. During a press conference in late January, she revealed that she had sent a diplomatic letter to South Korea. The request was simple, yet extraordinary: could BTS consider adding more concert dates in Mexico? Why? Because the demand was overwhelming. BTS is scheduled to perform in Mexico City on May 7, 9, and 10, 2026, as part of their highly anticipated world tour. Around 150,000 tickets were made available across the 3 nights. But what happened next shocked even industry observers. All tickets sold out in just 37 minutes, more than 1 million people reportedly attempted to secure seats. In less than an hour, the concerts were completely booked. For many fans, it wasn't just about attending a show. It was about being part of a historic comeback moment. Seeing the extraordinary response from Mexican fans, President Sheinbaum decided to act. She formally reached out through diplomatic channels, hoping South Korea might help facilitate additional performances, and that's where President Lee Jae-myung stepped in. According to reports, Lee expressed genuine happiness at witnessing the deepening relationship between Korea and Mexico. He described the high demand for BTS concerts as a clear sign of the affection Mexican citizens have for Korean culture and K-pop. In his words, it reflected the growing cultural bond between the two nations, but he also made something clear: while he conveyed Mexico's request directly to BigHit Music, BTS's agency, he emphasized that activities related to popular culture are led by private entities. In other words, the government's involvement has limits. Still, he expressed hope for a positive response. President Lee further stated his desire to continue close diplomatic communication with Mexico regarding this matter. He even mentioned looking forward to meeting President Sheinbaum again in the near future. In a remarkable twist, President Sheinbaum later shared Lee's response through a video posted on TikTok. She read the translated letter in Spanish, explaining that she had received an official reply from South Korea regarding her request. At the end of her video, she included clips from a BTS concert and encouraged viewers to wait for good news. That single moment symbolized something much bigger than just a concert. It highlighted how cultural diplomacy works in the modern era. Decades ago, diplomacy revolved primarily around economic agreements and political negotiations. Today, culture plays an equally powerful role. Music, films, and entertainment can strengthen ties between nations in ways traditional policy cannot. BTS has long been recognized as a global cultural force. From stadium tours to chart records, their influence extends across continents. But seeing 2 heads of state publicly discuss concert dates? That's on another level. For Mexico, the excitement is understandable. K-pop has seen massive growth across Latin America, and BTS remains one of the most influential groups within that movement. The fact that over 1 million people attempted to purchase tickets speaks volumes about their impact. For South Korea, this moment reinforces the country's position as a cultural powerhouse. Korean entertainment has become one of the nation's strongest global exports, strengthening international goodwill and soft power. And for fans, it feels surreal. Army members in Mexico have turned their passion into something that reached the presidential level. Their voices were loud enough to spark diplomatic communication between 2 countries. That alone shows the scale of today's global fandom communities. Yet, despite the excitement, President Lee's response remained measured and respectful. He acknowledged the request, passed it along to the appropriate private agency, and clarified the boundaries of government involvement. It was a balanced approach, supportive of cultural exchange, but mindful of how the entertainment industry operates. As of now, no official announcement has been made regarding additional dates. But the conversation itself has already made history. It demonstrates that in 2026, music is more than entertainment. It's a bridge. It's a conversation starter. It's a form of connection that can travel across oceans and political systems, Whether or not extra shows are added, one thing is certain: BTS's return has already achieved something remarkable. They've sparked a diplomatic moment rooted not in conflict or crisis, but in shared admiration for art and culture, and perhaps that's the most powerful message of all. In a world often divided by headlines of tension and disagreement, this story reminds us that sometimes unity begins with a song, a stage, and millions of voices singing together. We'll be watching closely for updates. Will Mexico get additional dates? Will BigHit Music respond with good news? For now, fans can only wait, hopeful, united, and louder than ever, because when music moves people, it can even move governments.